If you're seeing this, then this is your Tarot Tuesday. Welcome. Let's take a look at the week ahead, shall we? I'm so happy you're here. My name is Lara, and we have some oracle to consult. We have some tarot to consult. All right. And we're going to look ahead over the next 7 days. We are here on July 1st in 2025, taking us all the way through July 7th, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, hello. July 7th. So this is the week that we're looking at. Obviously, if you are finding this video within this time, then this is the astrological transits and happenings, and they're affecting us all collectively in these ways. So we all have that in common. There's just, these are the things that are going on right now. But if you're finding this and it's not any time between July 1st and July 7th in 2025, that's great too, because time isn't linear. So you're working with this energy whenever you're working with this energy, whether or not it's in this specific point on the space-time continuum, okay? So don't worry about it too much. You know what messages are meant for you, so take what you like, leave what does not resonate. This is a general reading, okay? So it's not going to be super specific to your situation, but maybe. For some people it is. Everybody's different. But you'll know what's for you, okay? So trust yourself, think for yourself, listen to yourself, all right? And you already know the way to go. This is just hopefully gonna shed some light on things you somewhere inside already know, okay? Because we already are all of the things, and we already know all of the things. We just gotta unlock it and put pieces together. And that's supposed to be the fun part. Okay, so let's get into it. We'll talk a little bit about the astrology, and then we'll get into it with the cards and see sort of specifically what this collective is working with. Astrologically speaking, we are coming off of a new moon, full moon. New moon, full moon? I don't even know. No, it was a new moon. It was a new moon in Cancer. Wow. She's not all the way here with us, which is fine, but finding my way back here. Okay. So yeah, new moon in Cancer. The day before that, on the 24th, we also had a Jupiter in Cancer conjunction with the moon and a bunch of other things. There was a lot going on. It was an incredibly big energetic time. The Schumann resonance was also has been crazy, lots of light coming in. It's just we're being just pummeled with these with all of this energy that's coming in. So solar flares and things like that. So a lot's been going on, feeling all of our feels, but it was also a good time to be taking a look at our manifestations. It was really big energy. Yeah. So I hope you did what you did with the energy. I did something. And we'll see. And then I did something and then completely exhausted myself. So then I just rested. And yeah, still kind of taking it easy because it's just been so much, and then on top of that, it's hot in general. So where I am. So anyway, big energies this week. I think we're still going to be working with that big energy from what I'm understanding. We'll still be working with that big energy. So I think it's safe to say, yeah, easy does it. We're still with it. And taking actions on things, okay, as far as those manifestations. And the week itself, astrologically, is fairly quiet. I mean, things are always moving, of course, but astrologically, as far as like major events, we've had a lot of major events this year and still more coming, including this week. But most of the week is probably going to be quiet. It's Friday, July 4th, where we see a lot of big activity. So what's happening on Friday? Friday, we have a Venus and Uranus conjunction, which is, you know, Venus is very relational. This is about money. It's about love. It's about social relationships, beauty, okay, peace. And then we have Uranus, who is the planet of disruption and surprises. And that's who's coming through and shaking everything up. So these two are conjuncting. I'm not remembering what signs they're in, which is okay. But now Uranus is in Aries right now. Neptune is in... There's stuff happening, is my point. So these two coming conjunct is a big deal. It's going to be shaking things up. More will be revealed, like I like to say. And then also on this day, Neptune is going retrograde. Right, Neptune is in Aries and it's going retrograde. And so pretty soon it's going to go back into Pisces for a while before it comes back out of the retrograde. I guess I'm forgetting which one takes a long time to retrograde. I think that's... Never mind. Let me not do that because I don't really know. So I'm not going to speak to it. But Neptune retrograde really... Yeah, Neptune retrogrades really aren't that big of a deal. Now I'm remembering. Because it happens often enough. But the fact that it's happening with this conjunction is also going to bring up delusions around leadership and control and who we are, identity, okay? So yeah, it'll be interesting. And if you're in the United States, the 4th of July is our Independence Day. So I think it's telling, especially where we are with everything that's going on. So that's what we're working with. And we'll see what happens. Yeah. But up until that point, there's not going to be a whole lot, which I'm like, good, let me just kind of find my bearings again before it all starts over. Because I'm sure July is also going to just throw all of the things at us and pile on. So, but anyway, but that's like as far as what I sort of have keyed into for the week. And yeah, the weather reports I was watching basically. So, yeah, as far as what that means for us who are here at this video, let's jump in with the cards, shall we? No time like the present. So let's grab our Oracle of Mystical Moments here. And let's ask for a theme. I mean, I'm already really picking up on freedom as well. And I'm in New York City too. We had Pride last weekend. We've got the national holiday coming up. That makes sense to me. That's just me using context clues, okay? That's not channeling anything. That's just the context clues. That's from my observation in being in the world. So, but let's see what is going to come through. So could we please have one card here to key us into the themes of the week? What are we working with over the next 7 days? Could you please tell us? Whoa, there she is. Oh, the bottom of the deck is so cute. Girl, yes. We've got the white rose of hope. Okay. So super beautiful imagery. And then interestingly enough, what number is this? This is 30. And then interestingly enough, on the bottom of the deck, we also, and I'm not very familiar with this card myself, but we have number 7, which is pure nature. So white rose of hope, pure nature. We've got the white rose here. We've got a red rose here. Okay. Interesting. Okay. But let's see. Let me look at this card. So definitely hope. I mean, this person is sort of facing the future. Their eyes are closed. So there's an imaginative quality as well. I'm seeing a lot of blue. We have sort of a night skyscape as well. And the rose itself is glowing almost as if this is the moon in the sky. Right? But we do see that it is grounded down here in the earth. And the eyes being closed is almost like it's giving like intuition for sure. The stance is a bit protective with the arm like this, protecting our hearts. Let's see what the book has to say and see if I'm picking up on anything here. So, yes, white rose of hope. Hope, beacon, solution, beginnings. We see a woman dressed in a blue gown standing somewhere in a lonely landscape. Darkness surrounds her, but a shining white rose glows like a beacon and illuminates the night. Maybe this woman is lost. Maybe she is uncertain about her feelings. Yet thanks to the light of the flower, she can find her way. White roses symbolize hope, new beginnings, admiration, and young love. There are exciting times ahead. So it's certainly a whole new beginning here. And I want to say, like, there is that level of intuition because we've got this rose of hope that's illuminating the night, despite the darkness that you feel surrounded by. There is still something here. It's keeping you going. And certainly representative of your new beginning. We just walked through a new moon. That is a new beginning. And this week is the week we are taking some action on whatever it was that last week we set intention for. Okay. So yeah, hope, beacon as in looking towards something, but her eyes are not open. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, you know the way. You know the way. You already know the way. Whoever that was for. Okay, let's... Ooh, not going to do my tarot. Yeah, I almost forgot my spicy oracle. Let's give her a good shake and mix it up. And let's get 3 of these. Okay. What do we have? Okay. Yeah, okay, so we have It's a Secret. Too Bad You're Not Single. And spoiler alert. Let me sit with this for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm getting is it's giving going deeper into the unknown. Okay, again, we've got this figure here surrounded by the darkness. An otherwise very bleak situation. There still is this beacon of hope here. It's a secret. implying going deeper into maybe the shadow, the subconscious, whatever this is that is unknown to you. Too bad you're not single. This is implying independence, and that's making me think of freedom again. And spoiler alert, is there's something not being seen around whatever it is that feels like it's holding you back. Because with the too bad you're not single, I'm really picking up on like, oh, like if I was free from this thing. And we've kind of been talking about that for a while. It's a secret. Too bad you're not single. Spoiler alert though. Spoiler alert for me is like coming out of this darkness, coming out of this unknown, right? We think of like spoiler alert, like, oh, no, like you weren't supposed to spoil the ending of things, right? I think this is, the spoiler alert is sort of the eyes opening, the secret being revealed. It's a secret. Too bad you're not single. Something opening up, a deeper understanding of how you actually are, because whatever it is that you feel like you're attached to in whatever way, we've been getting this, like this has been something that you are choosing to stay attached to. And with this spoiler alert, it is a Diablo sauce. And not always does this happen, but right now very specifically, I was like, oh, like devil card. So that's kind of what I'm picking up as well, for whatever that's worth. But let's go ahead and grab our tarot. Is this making sense at all? Who knows? We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our tarot. Could we please have 3 cards to show us more specifically what energy are we working with this week? What do we have to expect or anticipate? What's happening this week for us? What's happening this week? There's one. Ah! My queen! Remember I was like intuition? Yeah. Okay. All right, she's onto something. Okay, let's get 2 more cards. Whoops. Okay, there they are, right there. Ready to go. Ooh. Okay, let's see what we got. Uh-huh. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's start with our shadow cards. These are the cards at the bottom of the deck. This is representing your subconscious. So whether or not you're aware of this energy, this is what is driving every situation in your life right now, okay? The patterns, the themes, all of that. It's showing up in all of these ways, all of these areas in different ways, right? We have the 8 of Pentacles. There's an emphasis here on mastery, okay? Self-mastery with this in the shadow card position. You're working really hard on whatever it is that you're working on yourself is really what this is. You're working really hard on yourself. You are now in this phase of practical application. So now you actually have to go out and just try stuff. There comes a point when you've learned everything you've had to learn. And now this is like the practice makes perfect. Okay? So this is where you are. This is all a part of it. And there's still whatever is falling away at this time. It's still been really difficult. I think this energy together is sort of feeling like you're trying to control the breakdown here, but you don't get to. You know, you kind of want it neat and clean, and you want it to fit in these like steps and like this kind of a way, but part of this process is the trial and error, and it is about getting messy. But there's a real resistance here to just really let things fall away with the Tower card in reverse, because it's going to require you for new beginnings, which we've got with the White Rose of Hope here. New beginnings. And this new beginning really requires you to trust that you are supported even when you don't feel like you're supported. Okay? You are getting the support literally from above, and it's already below. Okay? But in order to actually fully step into this new chapter, whatever new adventure it is that is on the horizon for you, it's time to trust fall. So I know why. Oh my God, I know why you don't want to let it break down, because you don't do trust falls. And I know you have a good reason not to. Okay? But this is what the universe is asking. All right? In my experience, the universe is always asking that. So it's a deeper level of whatever this trust fall is that you were on the path of. We have the Seven of Pentacles sticking out as well. This is in the reverse position. So I think, you can't rush a flower to bloom. You can't force things before they're ready to happen. There's also something here about suppression of whatever is growing, right? There was this really interesting metaphor that someone told me a long time ago that was, it was an acupuncturist that I was seeing. And she was like, it's not that you aren't growing. It's just that there's rocks on top of the soil and you can't grow through, right? It's natural that a seed grows up and through the soil, but it doesn't mean the seed stops growing. Even if it can't break through, it's just growing underneath and it's growing the wrong way. Yeah, so maybe you're trying to force the direction of whatever growth this is, and it's time to let go of that, because that's not how this is going to work. But trust falling, what are you falling into? You're falling into your creativity. You're falling into opportunity. Seven of Cups is like, all of these options are available for you. Which one do you choose? This is an imaginative energy. You get to make up whatever you want to be doing. So I've also been like hearing and picking up on a lot of like, maybe whatever plan you've been working on, it's like going back to the drawing board. What is working? What's not going to work? What are my options here? And maybe you scrap the whole idea and start over, or maybe you don't. But I think either way, there's options. There's options. And it's releasing this idea that there has to be one way for you to get there. There's not one way for you to get there. There's many. But what's important is that you just go, that you move. You are being guided. You are being led. Okay? So I want to say it doesn't really matter which direction you go, just as long as you're moving forward. Yeah. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what's underneath. And then as far as how that's coming out in our week this week, we are starting off powerfully with our High Priestess card. So while it's quiet, I think this is the time really to tap into that third eye, tap into that inner knowing. The High Priestess sits right at the veil between the conscious and the subconscious mind. This is an intuitive wisdom versus a logical knowing. This is knowing without knowing why you know. It's third eye chakra. It's also some crown chakra as well. with all of the energy that's going on, also, you've probably been getting downloads about everything that we're talking about. So it's also giving yourself the space and time to process whatever's coming in, because it's not like you can consciously see what's coming in, but your subconscious is picking it up. And then there's something here about radio frequencies, but I don't really know what that means, but I'll drop it here. Sort of like maybe like changing the channel. I don't know how to connect that, but it's there for whatever reason. And we're sitting in this place because we really are taking a look, Four of Pentacles, at what it is that we're letting go of. This shift as well with the Hanged Man is not a comfortable one. It's not the position that you want to be in right now. But all of that resistance is a part of it. So I feel like sitting with resistance is something here. Whatever it was that you have let go of recently, it's the dust is settling, and now it's like, now that it's gone, you've done a lot of work, okay? And now that it's gone, it's like the real breakdown starts. But it's not comfortable. And there's something here coming to light about all of this for you. Maybe with the Hangman in reverse, maybe this is a sense of like, oh no, what did I do? Because of the discomfort from whatever it was that you let go with the Four of Pentacles, but it was not a solid foundation. And I don't see like this, there's no going back from where you came at this point. The only way is to trust and walk through whatever it is you're walking through. So, but it's not coming super easily. But again, there is something that's giving us hope here with the White Rose of Hope, okay? And whatever spoiler alert that's coming around the secret that's about this thing that you have been attached to, about this thing that you have let go. I think that's sort of the hope. And also I'm thinking too, the High Priestess energy is illuminating the Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. The Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man is also like, you know, you've created the space now by letting it go. And now what do? Maybe this is also like, what are you filling this space with? And I'm seeing that as sort of like how you can shift this energy. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I think it's, yeah, ultimately it's got it's got a lot to do with the trust fall for you. So I don't know if this makes any sense. That's just what's coming up for me as I'm looking at stuff. So hopefully, I mean, that's kind of all I've got. Does it make sense? You'll have to let me know. Hopefully it does. Hopefully you've gained a little bit of insight. Hopefully you have a little hope to get you through your week here. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I do these readings every week. I also do a new moon and a full moon, so please feel free to check out those readings. They're available to you whenever. And again, it doesn't matter when you find them. You're finding them exactly when you need them. Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to connect with me. Leave me a comment, like this video if this was helpful for you. Share, do all the things. And I'll be back here next week anyway, to see how it all went, girl. But we're here. We're going to do it. We got this. We're going to walk through. We've got some hope. We've got some hope somewhere. All right. So yeah, I hope that you take care through this week. And I, as per usual, will see you on the other side.